What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV here, back here with another predicted lineup and match preview. We're going to combine the two videos for you today, seeing as we are running out of time and just about 24 hours to go till kickoff as Tottenham travel to Bramall Lane in a 2 o'clock kickoff Sunday. Where you would have said that this is a good game for us to come into on the back of kind of 1 win in 6. But now Sheffield United have won their first game of the season finally. Are you a bit more worried coming into this one?
I'm very worried going into this one. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very worried because I feel like Sheffield United are going to be in a confident mood. And they're going to, with them battling for every ball, scrapping for everything, especially now they've got that monkey off the back, they got their first win in a while. I can see this being a struggle. I really can. I can see this being a really, really tight game. I can see them frustrating us. And even if there's one goal in it, in going into the last 10 minutes, they know that we've struggled to hold on to leads. And so they're going to be confident of nicking something. They really are. And especially if they go 1-0 up, then I really do fear for us because they're going to just make it really, really hard for us to get back in the game. So I think a perfect game would have been someone higher up the table. Honestly, I really do. Where we have something to prove, where we can up our game, we can surprise some people. But now when we're going into another game where we're expected to win, we're expecting the 3 points, everyone's expecting us to roll them over, and I don't think it's going to be as easy as that.
Do you feel that this is a game where we kind of have to be on the front foot and attack them, or do you think it's going to be another game where we kind of have to, or not have to, but the way Jose does it is kind of focuses on their strength instead of our strengths?
Yeah, I feel like that's what he'll do. I think we're gonna, in the first half, like we always do, we're gonna attack them and we're gonna try and kill the game off as early as possible. But if we don't,
I wasn't asking you what way do you think Jose is going to go. I was thinking, what way do you think the best way to go is?
Yeah, I think the best way is for us to concentrate on our game. I think we have so much superior quality, in my opinion, in our squad. We've got a lot better players. If we can get the ball down, play some football, control the game, then I think our quality should shine through, considering as well how bad they are going forward. Like, they really don't seem to get much joy in the quality of players they have in the forward department. You should be able to, like, our defenders should be good enough individually to cover them, but knowing
Jose, dangerous from
Jose,
set pieces though. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, we concede against anyone from set pieces at the moment, which is the worry. Which is why we need to kill the game off as soon as possible, and then not give away stupid set pieces when it's unnecessary, which we do sometimes, and we did against Fulham as well.
The press conference was done yesterday. Jose was coming up with some really interesting quotes, some on Gareth Bale,
and Dele Alli as well.
And Dele Alli. What did you make out of them?
I could understand them. He was talking about first of all, he was talking about Gareth Bale. He said it's a complex issue why he hasn't yet got back to his
scientific evidence ain't there yet.
Yeah,
anymore.
maybe it's the reversal, but he's saying he's like a really good person to have around the dressing room. He's really everyone loves him in the dressing room. He seems happy. And he was asked if he thinks Bale is happy not being on the pitch. He said no, he doesn't think so. He said he wants to play football, and he said he proved that when he trained for one day and then was desperate to go to Marine and sit on the bench and get on the pitch. So he believes that Bale has got a lot more to show, and he's confident in the second half of the season. Maybe he can start to show a bit more, and that even though they haven't chatted yet about his going back to Madrid or not, then if he's staying for next season. Well, we're saying that in the training video there was a bit of leaked audio with Mourinho with a anonymous person saying, "Do you want to stay here or go back to Real Madrid and play no football?" Which is most likely talking to Gareth Bale.
I really wonder what the context of that was.
Yeah, we don't know. No one knows. It was just from the training video. We can't really see who he's talking to. We just hear this audio, which has now been cut out, by the way. It's been cut out. But yeah, that was interesting. And I'm just hoping, we're all hoping Gareth can start to show something. And I feel like maybe we play him in the centre. That could unlock something in him. And I think that could be beneficial. On Dele, he was saying that he's unhappy. Well, he didn't say he's unhappy, but he was talking in general about, he said every squad has unhappy players. And he said, but there are two different kinds of unhappy players. There are unhappy players who are still professional, who work really, really hard to get back in the team. And there are unhappy players who feel like it's kind of their right to be in the team. And they don't have to work as hard because they believe that they're better than who's playing, so they should just be playing. He didn't say which one Dele falls into, but I think maybe he's kind of saying something there. potentially.
Yeah, but it's a weird one because only a few days before that he was saying how hard he's working and how he liked his
He said he
attitude
played well
on the
against
pitch
Marine,
and whatever and stuff like that. But he wasn't talking about his performances in terms of kind of quality on the pitch. He was talking about his performance in terms of attitude, professionalism, exactly. So it's a really hard one to kind of understand what exactly is going on. Because you look at Delhi, as soon as Jose came in, Delhi was the one that was kind of taking that goal-scoring burden. He was scoring pretty much every game when Jose first came in. We've seen in the history books that they tell us under Pochettino, even under Jose Mourinho, the only player at the moment that we still have in this squad, Eriksen was probably one of them as well, but the only player that we have in the squad right now that can share the attacking burden with Son, with Kane, is Dele Alli, whether he's on form, whether he's not on form. So for me, not to bring him on against a team like Fulham when you're chasing that game and it's 1-1 going into the last 20 minutes, going into the last 15 minutes, to not bring someone like that on who can get a goal out of nothing, who relies on moments, who thrives off moments, who can put the ball in the back of the net. It just doesn't make sense to me. I get that he's not starting. We've got better players in Tongi and Ndombele who are starting at the moment, but to not bring him on, I just don't get that.
No, I didn't. That and Bale, like why? Why? When we had a spare sub, we didn't even use that sub, so it was a wasted position on the pitch. So yeah, I agree with that completely. I didn't understand that decision at all. And we when we have people like Sissoko on the pitch and Højbjerg on the pitch, and we're trying to get a goal, we need to throw a bit more risk. And I think unfortunately it didn't pay off.
All right. In the press conference, he ran through the team news. You want to run us through that?
So Lo Celso, he's said he's still going to be out for a bit. He's confirmed out. Bergwijn trained one day before the Fulham game, so that's why he was left out of the squad then. But he's back from illness, fully fit, and he looks quite sharp in training as well. So he's back in the squad. But other than that, pretty full bill of health.
All right, so let's get into it. We're going to go for a 4-2-3-1 formation in goal. Obviously, Hugo Lloris. Right back, we're going to stick with Serge Aurier, aren't we?
Yeah, he's our number one right back at the moment, and considering we have 11 days till the next Premier League game, I think he retains his place.
Left back's an interesting one because Davis, last 3 or 4 games he's played, I thought he's done really, really well. But Reguilon was probably the best player on the pitch against Fulham, so we're going to stick with Sergio, yeah. I completely agree with that. I think he has to play, and we need to be exploiting the space on the left-hand side. The only real reason he might play Davis is maybe he potentially better from set pieces, but other than that, I think Reguilon has to get the nod. Centre-back positions, we're going to go for Dyer. Obviously, he's one of the undroppables at the moment. Not really sure why. He's probably the only one that I'm not sure why, because when you look at them, you've got Kane, you've got Son, you've got Højbjerg, and you've got Dyer
and Lloris.
So Dyer's the odd one out there. He really is.
Well, he's the only one who isn't on the level consistently of the others. I know he's had a good season, Dyer, but the small mistakes he's made have all cost us pretty much every time.
Yeah.
So when Sanchez makes a mistake, he gets shifted out of the team. But it looks like Dyer's not really treated the same.
Yeah.
So look, for me, considering the problems we have at the back, especially in the air, I would give Joe Rodon a go. But
I would. I mean, for me, it would be Toby and Joe Rodon, but I think in this one, we're going to go for Dyer and Toby.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to drop Dyer just yet. He's one of his favourites, but it's just a simple solution. He's on the bench. He's a 6'4" lad. He's dominant in the air, which is exactly what we need. We've conceded 8 goals from headers, costing us 12 points. That's one of the big issues why we're leaking points because of these headers. So we have someone on the bench who can rectify that, but I just have a feeling he's not going to go with them just yet.
And we talk about kind of Tottenham being, we talk about us being a good side. I think we're a good side. And I think that we could really be catapulted up and challenge the Man United, challenge the Liverpools, challenge the Man Cities if we ironed out these few little things. But we're never going to iron out these few little things if he doesn't change the things that we need ironing out.
Yeah.
And that is one of them. I'm not saying cast Dyer aside and never play him again. I like Dyer. I think Dyer's a good player. But I think that what we're failing at is what you just mentioned, is the headers. So try something new. You know what I mean? Just try something new.
Exactly. Give it a go. Give Joe Rodon a run. If it doesn't work, you can bring Dyer back in.
All right. So the back 5, we're going for Hugo Lloris in goal, Aurier right back, Reguilon left back, Dyer and Toby in the middle. Le General, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, another undroppable. This one rightly so. He's been absolutely brilliant this season, so he slots straight back in.
Yep, of course.
Along,
Mr. Consistent.
exactly. Alongside him, we're going to go for Musa Sissoko. But it's a toss-up between him and Harry Winks.
Yeah. Obviously, Sissoko, he played them both against Fulham. He played Sissoko on the right and Winks in the centre. I wouldn't be too surprised if he does that again, honestly. But I think he's going to play Sissoko in the centre in this one. I think he's going to need that combativeness to combat against that Sheffield United workhorses in the midfield three. They don't make it easy for you at all, and they really battle for those 50-50. So I think he's going to want more strength in there. I can see the benefits of having Winks as well because he can get the passes out to the attackers a lot quicker in space in transitions, which we need in this kind of game. So that's why I might think of playing Winks, but we also don't want to be out-muscled in the centre. We don't want to be outworked, and we don't want to be outrun. So that's probably why Sissoko probably gets the nod.
All right, so Sissoko and Højbjerg in the middle. Left-hand side, obviously, Heung-min Son.
Yep.
In the middle, obviously, Tongi and Ndombele. I mean, Tongi's going to be very important in this game because he seems as like the only one that can create at the moment in the team.
I agree. I wonder if something like Sissoko on the right, Tongi next to Højbjerg, and Dele in the centre might counteract what Dele doesn't give you, off the ball in a way.
Yeah,
that could work. I don't think he's going to experiment right now, but I'm just thinking in my head, Sissoko on the right could if that means putting Ndombele in the pivot, would that be an option that you're open to?
Yeah, but instead of Sissoko on the right, I'll still put Bergwijn there.
Yeah, I guess, but he likes having Sissoko because he does what he offers to the team.
I know, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, my ideal team at the moment would probably be the defence, like we said, Højbjerg and Ndombele in the pivot with Son, Dele and Bergwijn. I
think he should be playing Ndombele in the pivot and have him there, and when he burns out, then you can bring on Sissoko or Winks in the pivot instead of having Ndombele as one of our four creative players. I think that could be the option going forward. But at the moment, look, Ndombele's doing a good job there, so he's going to keep him there for now, I think. But anyway, Ndombele, and then on the right, we're going to go Bergwijn. Yeah, so on the right, Stevie B. Obviously, he's been out the last couple of games, but I think that we're much better side with him in it than without him. Agreed, completely agree. I think he's in terms of the right wing option we have, who's who gives the most to the team defensively and is the most of a goal threat. He's the best option at the moment, so he gets the nod for me. All right, and then obviously up top, Harry Kane. Yeah. So let me run through that team with you one more time. That's Hugo Lloris in goal, Aurier right back, Reguilon left back, Dyer and Toby in the centre back positions, Højbjerg and Sissoko in the double pivot with Son and Ndombele and Bergwijn just behind Harry Kane. If that is the lineup, what score prediction are you going for? I'm going to go for another one. I'm going to go for 1-0. It's going to be I really believe it's going to be a tight one. I believe Sheffield United, even if they're not stupid, they know that even if it's 1-0, they're still in the game and they're not going to change their approach, even if they concede the first goal. So I can see this being a really nervy one, and hopefully we can shut them out this time and learn from our mistakes from previous games. But Sheffield United, I think, are going to be in confident mood, so it's not going to be an easy one. All right. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way, but I'm going to go for 2-0. I think we're going to get that second goal. Yeah, if we get the second goal, it's game over. Yeah, I think we're going to get the second goal tomorrow. I think it's going to be hard for Sheffield. I know they've just won their first game of the season, but I still think it's going to be a very difficult game for them. It's also going to be a difficult game for us. There's no two ways about it, but I think that our quality will shine through in this game. You look at Sheffield United, I think the only way they can hurt us really is a set piece. Their goal scoring from open play ain't that good. Or having said that, now they'll probably score from open play now. Yeah, they scored a penalty against Newcastle, didn't they? Yeah. That's the thing. We just got the fact they're so bad up front, right? They're so poor, their quality. I know they've got pace in Burke and McGoldrick, but we have to just attack them. We have to. And because, even if they get a one-on-one, they're not even that likely to score it, are they? So we really need to, but we won't. We're going to focus on their strengths, and we're going to shut them out and see what we can do going forward. Yeah, I agree. So my brother is going 1-0. I'm going 2-0. Let me know in the comment section below what scoreline prediction you're going for. Let me know in the comment section below, do you agree with our predicted lineup? If not, put yours in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.